only made $600,000 a day. So I need to get to where that $600,000 a day is. None of my children, mama, none of y'all did. I don't want that phone call.
No. I grew up in LA. We was dealing with police brutality all the time. And it was not televised.
What's good, I'm Money.
And I'm Mika.
And welcome to the Keeping It 100
with Money and Mika. It is what it is all the time. We here every Wednesday. Stay tuned. We got a lot of different things coming up. We talk about a lot of different matters. Since Mr. Talkative don't want to talk right now.
Hey, I was just giving you the spotlight. But we will be talking about a lot of topics. Black Lives Matter, deadbeat moms. We're gonna get off the fathers for a little while, stuff like that.
Yeah. Just a lot of different little things, hot topics, and pretty much whatever he feels like having coming out his mouth at the present time.
Because I'm going to say what I want to say because I can fight.
And he missed to say no more. What's in your cup that you is sipping on?
Something that you need to.
Okay, good. Cause...
Lemonade.
Oh.
We keep it one, lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to tune in. We're going to have behind the scene. We will have a few guest call-ins, stuff like that,
man. Yeah.
Promotions,
entertainment, all that.
Entertainment, different regions entertainment. We'll make a guest appearance.
All the time, shoot. Anyway. So yes, but always tune in to just see what we got going on and all that good stuff. Talk, huh?
I can't overtalk you. My voice is strong.
But you supposed to talk. You the Mr. Talkative, not me.
Well, the topics the main topics like the deadbeat moms, cause.
Why you keep saying that? We already said that.
Because that's a strong topic. That's what need to be talked about.
But that's just what you want to talk about, just because.
No, we got to talk about that. The PPP loans.
They going to jail. They're going to jail. If you didn't have no business.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Y'all going to jail.
Yeah. Don't call me then. Look,
I'm not going because I didn't do it.
Right. Nope. So yes, but yeah, we always here every week.
I want to tell everybody about some guests, but when they come, check out the promo. We will have a lot of guests coming on. Yeah. Important guests, entertainers, no dancers, just entertainers from different regions, other artists.
I don't know why no dancers.
I don't think we have enough room for the poll. This is just the podcast.
True.
We will be touching relationship topics because I know everybody want to know
how I deal with him. Yeah, that's it. How I deal with him.
Yeah.
Keep it 100. That's
how we deal with each other, being the same sign, same birthdays. She was born in the morning. I was born at night.
Same year, everything.
Same year.
We know our parents was doing it at the same time, huh?
Great minds think alike. Shout out to our dads and moms.
We like to have fun. We definitely like to have fun.
Oh, we still gonna have fun. We're gonna laugh. But the topics are serious, like the Black Lives Matter, COVID, police brutality, stuff like that, man. We lost a lot during these last.
It didn't just start with George Floyd.
Nah, it didn't.
It didn't even start. It's been going on long time. So yeah, we gonna talk on that. We gonna touch on that. So definitely stay tuned. We want you to call in, ask questions, leave comments.
Go to our Instagram, Money and Mika.
Yeah, leave some comments there. We'll come back and even answer them and reply and everything. We keep it 100. That's it. We can't do nothing else.
Let us know what y'all want us to talk about. We want to be different from everybody else because y'all know
we are different.
I'll talk about whatever and don't care, but we're gonna water it down, make it a family podcast as well.
Huh?
Yeah, gotta water it down.
No.
Why? No, I'm just playing. We're gonna keep it 100.
Who are you? Aren't you the same one that said, "What did Martin Luther King die for?"
Yes, I did, and that's why I say what I want to say.
Okay, so you watering what down?
Give me love, man. Look. Keeping it 100 with Money and Mika.
Welcome back. Well, right now we're going to hit on a few little serious topics. One of those being COVID. My own personal views, it is real. You know, like Cardi B song, it is real. But, you know, because I've had some people pass away, I've had people that got sick, you know. But to me, it's even more so about the handling of it.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it's real. It's happening all over the place.
Well,
you know,
my COVID to me, man, it was messed up. But mine started a little before COVID, man. I lost my niece right before, you know, everything started happening. But
just before.
When COVID came, man, this pandemic, man, staying in the house and, you know, staying in the house and, you know, just getting to know my children, you know, getting closer with the family, you know, they reached out to me. You know, I lost a couple of relationships with family, but it is what it is.
But, like, I mean, what do you feel? Because I hear so many different things about where it was started, you know, in the lab, you know, they let it out, different things, you know, just a whole lot of different things that they say about COVID.
I know we're being serious, but I'm an 80s baby. Now, the same stuff we going through was the same stuff the Simpsons was displaying when we was teenagers. So, you know.
Hey. True. I don't know how they be on point with some of that, but true. It do make you start looking at stuff because people was talking about it was the 5G towers. Mm-hmm. It was, you know, just a whole lot of different things that were being said.
Trump being the president on the Simpsons.
Oh Lord, here we go with that.
And did the same thing he was doing now. But we're gonna get
on a whole different level. Yeah. That's all. That's all. So, but yeah, I mean the COVID that right there, it hit in many different aspects. Because yeah, that's just the, you know, that side. Because you know, you realize we did have a lot of deaths. I mean, I forget how many was it. It was in Georgia. It was 1.1 million cases, and what was it? 20,000 deaths.
I don't keep up. It was just too many.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a lot. And especially when you look at it, that hit the African American and minority community the hardest. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Now, just speaking on it, like we say, keeping it 100. That whole COVID thing, especially like we say, the way it was handled, because I'm not even, because yes, I'm ex-military, so I look at things a lot different already. Yes, but you know, once I also have a thing of it's here. What do we do now? So once it did get here, and you know, it's a known thing, people are getting sick, people are dying.
It's been here,
and that's true. That's true. It was just an outbreak. Because it just like we said, if you look at a lot of the different disinfectant and all that, it said corona. You know, the dog vaccine says corona. You know, so why is it and how did it get so big so quick and, you know, widespread where it's a pandemic?
To me, I'm gonna keep it 100. Y'all know I'm gonna say what I want to say. I think the government did. I'm not gonna lie. I think they hit that little button in that
that's
lab.
a way to control population.
Right. I mean, CDCs,
You know, I mean, it is a definite way, because especially when you talk, especially, I mean, and you know, I'm also religious. You know, well, I have to say I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. Right. I'm spiritual. So I do believe that it does have a lot more. You know, it's a lot more into it, because, like we said, you know, history repeats itself, and even though, you know, like they going through the stuff with the school things, we'll hit on that in a second too. But you know, keeping all of those things under wraps and not wanting to talk about it, you know, and look at us now. You know what I'm saying? That was a way to really kill off Black people.
Now, right.
That's it.
And the only reason why, if you know me, you know I don't like needles unless I'm getting a tattoo. The only reason why I got vaccinated is because I wanted to take a trip to Colorado. You feel me? That's the only, other than that, I'm not with it, man. I wasn't with it.
And of course, I mean, I had to pray about it and everything. And I did that for me because, for my family, because I have children and I had to think about them. They missed out in school, you know, grades dropped dramatically. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, I got very smart children, and I seen my children grades decline. And I'm not saying that, you know, oh, that's okay just because it's virtual, because it was a lot of children who either stayed the same.
Our children did not fail.
No.
Grades just dropped, you know, a little bit.
And because it's, you know, even they say, I want to be in school. I want to have that, you know. So that was an adjustment in itself. You know what I mean? So,
but it also brought us all, made us strong as a family, because really be like,
for us,
we do a lot of stuff all day, every day. We over
for
here,
us, it
we
did.
over there, we
for
over
us,
there.
It did, definitely.
Right. So, but
what about the ones that, you know, those families that were dealing with domestic violence and child abuse? Those children that weren't being fed at home and going to school was their only meal for the day. Well, you know,
at first that was a issue, but now that everybody's getting these old PPP loans, I was in Kroger the other day, and y'all know, you know, I stay in Atlanta. You know, I don't stay in Buckhead, I stay in Atlanta. And in my Walmart, everybody had crab legs,
right,
and steaks, and you know, I was like, well, can't worry about the children no more, because
wait, what they calling all the babies? Little 1400s.
Yeah, little 1400s.
Start calling little 1400s.
Right.
They just took it away. Like, I mean, you know, but even still.
And again, I didn't get it. Even though I have a lot of children, I didn't get them little 1400 for all my children.
But you know, even still though, you know, to me that still goes into the bigger picture on, you know, it almost like it took the blinders off. Because that's when all the, you know, George Floyd's and became a bigger issue, because everyone's sitting at home and that's all they had to look at. I grew up in LA. We was dealing with police brutality all the time, and it was not televised.
Y'all was dealing with real hatred.
Yeah, it was not televised. I mean, shoot, if I really just go get a list, you know, it's plenty of them right there in LA, shot down year. It really, let's break it. Day after day after day after day. So, and they weren't on the news. Maybe 1 out of 20.
But like you said, the only reason why it was seen then, because
everyone was at home.
They put the corona out there. They kept us at home. They killed a lot of people off, not just black. They killed a lot of races off.
It hit everybody. It hit everybody.
And this where the trick come in at. They gave you money, free money. Guess what you do? Then Walmart, as soon as they gave you that check, Walmart started selling 85 TV for
$1,499. $13.99.
It was a whole setup, and if you fall in the cycle, it's over with.
Yeah. And really, you know, to me, this whole thing, it really goes a whole lot further back, you know, because like we saying, I don't want to get off because it's like we touching on a few little things, but just to back up just a little bit, where we saying as far as the COVID and, you know, it's killing a lot of the Black community or colored minority community. Why? We don't really know what's in it to attack us, or, you know, a little bit stronger. But, you know, like we said, it's a way of controlling the population.
I mean,
because also, you know, when you did that, when they shut it down, you know, because at first they didn't even want to do that. Right. They didn't want to shut it down. Well, they would still have the school open, You know, and they having people at school with it and dying at that time immediately. I mean, teacher left school, she was sick and then dropped dead. What the heck?
I'm not gonna say they shut it down. They slowed a lot of stuff up because Atlanta really never shut down.
Yeah, they did restrictions. It's like Florida never shut down, and now they want to make it seem like, oh, we never shut down, and our economy is good.
Thank you for shutting the city down, as they say, because we came up, like restaurants was closed, and we started a food truck business, and downtown Atlanta was one of the spots. We was getting calls every day. But if we had to feel victim to all what was going on negative, there's a lot of people that was mentally broke during this time.
Yeah.
Mentally broke.
And it took the stimulus.
Yeah, and it took it now helped, and PPP helped a lot of people now.
Yeah.
You can't stay in 4 seasons, but you got a multi-million-dollar business doing the PPP. Your ass going to jail. Trust me, I'm just gonna keep it 100. You're going to jail.
Yeah, no, I mean, I give it to it because, like I said, given the money, given the stimulus, that was very much needed. Let's keep it 100. People couldn't go to work, so they definitely needed that. And it's $1,400 isn't a lot of money at all, especially if you was already broke. You know, so that wasn't no money at all, you know, but I don't like the way that they do things. Like you say, they give the money knowing we on restriction and have certain things that's open, you know, and it was like during that time, you know, it was a lot of internet fraud, you know, with the companies, because they knew people couldn't really go out and shop. So they had all these internet based businesses that you send money and pay for stuff, you never get things. And then I'm
still waiting on some things.
You know, we paid for a dog kennel, and they sent us some glasses that said Coach, but they was itty bitty. Looked like it was for a teddy bear.
They said Ray-Ban.
Oh yeah. It was Ray-Ban. My bad. But you know, so it's like, you know, it's a lot of different things did come from that. But like I said, I don't like the way that they did it, because like you said, they gave us the money, and then Walmart, all these retailers put out stuff. $13.99, you know, try to take every little penny you got, you know, and then they opened it though, to me, prematurely. Opened it prematurely.
Just think about it. When I say a setup, I look at it both ways. I look at it the correct way, and then I look at it my way. They was really smart if you think about it. What's the biggest thing that was supposed to happen during the little COVID? The PlayStation 5. Take that for example. They were sending 2 and 3 to stores. You know, because I stood in line like a dumb. I did it, and I got it. But that's what I wanted. And it helped me out during the pandemic. I was at home chilling. Other than that, guess what? I would have been trying to go somewhere. Baby, let's do this. Baby, let's do that. Baby. No. They set us up. And that PPP stuff, you'll fail. If you never had a business and now you all of a sudden on Instagram with your Gucci and you probably can't barely spell nothing that you're wearing, but you're going to jail. That's all I got to say. You're going to jail.
Yeah, I mean, but see, to me, it's even bigger than that, though. You know, they did that, and yes, those people are going to go to jail, all that, you know. We say that because we don't know.
I'm just playing.
You know, because we don't know.
I'm playing because
really,
real at the same
really
time.
What it is, you know, it's only going to go to jail for certain ones, you know, because the privileged people, because and when it comes to that, it's not just about race. The privileged ones, they do it and get away with it very, very, very well, you know. But when we do it, that's when it's different things. So I think that I have to wait and see. I'm gonna put it like that. I have to wait and see the type of punishment that start being dished out.
Well,
you know, because we already see like you said, the Section 8, they snatching stuff up. Yeah, you got them PPP, they snatching that Section 8 up.
Then just think about it. Not just everybody was doing that PPP, different race. It's still what they gave it to us when they started giving out the loan. They gave it to us more. Soon as they rushed the capital, we started getting it. They rushed the capital, them checks started dropping.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot. That is true.
But if we had a rush to capital, it would have been crazy.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. You know,
rush it again so I can get me a check.
You know, but even, like I say, just with the COVID, because I do want to move on from that, I just want to say that it is real. They did help us in a sense by giving the money, but no money can account for the losses that a lot of people have dealt with, because even though we can joke around and say, okay, these PPPs and everything, everybody wasn't doing that.
No, everybody wasn't.
And because I'm going to be one to say, I got multiple businesses and they wasn't doing that. They wasn't helping me out. They asked me for all type of stuff, and I'm like, I got real employees. Like for real. I got real employees. But
I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to make my business.
But they didn't, want to have me go through the loops and just like, you know what, forget it. Forget it. I'm not even finna worry about that and send myself through all that, because it was just too much.
Too much paperwork on my
Like I know dang on well these other people that don't have no business did not give you this stuff that you asking me for. I mean, because it almost made me say, are you tempting me? Are you trying to make me give you something fake? Because it's like you keep asking me, and like I'm telling you, no, I don't have that, but I have this, like for real.
The ones that was doing it fake mess it up for the people.
The ones that got it, that need it for real. Yeah.
So it was easy when it first started, and when they learned that it was easy, they was, sending out bull junk.
Yeah.
Now that the people that really had the business, had the real employees, had the bank accounts to match what they talking about, it's gonna be harder. They're gonna be,
and that's sad. That is sad. But even with all that, I can say that a lot of people that were in low income did come up. My only thing is, and I want to be serious for a second, is what are you really doing with that? How are you setting yourself and your family up so you don't be back in those old situations again? If you go do these PPPs and do all that, fine, do you, boo, hustle, get your thing on. I hope you're doing it the right way where you covering your stuff or something.
They covering up their neck because they went from 26 inches all the way to 34. I'm going to keep it.
But something, because what are you really going to do? Because at the end of the day, that stuff going to be over. That money only going to last a little bit. These charges and, people starting the businesses and stuff, because it just looks good or they just putting it on paper,
Them folks don't want, they come back to see what the hell. Everybody in Atlanta don't have no lawn care service. Everybody don't have no mink lash service. Everybody don't have no Fatu braid service. Man, come on, man. These folks coming back and forth.
Yeah. I definitely say they will. They let you set yourself up, so.
I did the church. My thing, they did the church. The only reason I want to mention the church because I coach a lot of children. And I got a lot of different type of families that I deal with. Shout out to the Atlanta Junior Falcons, parents, children, players, everybody. And me during that time, it kind of hurt me during the pandemic because I couldn't get to the children that I really need to get out and embrace in the families that I deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to get back to them a little bit later because we gotta take a quick little break again. So.
Oh yeah. Medicine time.
All right.
Welcome back. Keeping it 100 with Money and Mika. Today we're gonna talk about police brutality. That's a real touchy topic, and
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about what was going on during Black.
Well, like I said, that's the police brutality has been going on for a very, very long time. The perspective is just about where you. I'm being honest. It's about where you live. It's about where you live, and I think that a lot of that police brutality stems from police not being from the communities that they police.
Right.
Because if you were from the same community and you pulled up to your neighbor, I'm not even gonna make a crazy name, but Janice, you know, you put up to Janice's house next door. The name just came to me. I'm sorry. I was trying to, you know, get a, you know, but you know, you put up to Miss Janice's house next door, and she, okay, Miss Deborah, okay, you pull up to Miss Deborah's house next door, and you know Miss Deborah though, and you know that she's been having problems with her husband, and you know, so when you come with a, you know, because you know Miss Deborah, you come with an open heart, you know, and caring already. But if you come and you don't know Miss Deborah, and you know,
she allowed to say what she wants to say to you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you handle her differently because you don't know her situation. You don't know what, you know. You just come and go back home. You know, back over there wherever you from. You know, and you just wipe your hands at night. You go home, you take off that uniform, wipe your hands.
That's true.
Okay. I mean, because that's how it was when I was in overseas.
Yeah, that's true. But we want to stay on that police brutality. They feel like they can just swing a little nightstick and beat us and put their knee in there. No, hell no.
Because it goes back to, you know,
they hide behind it bad.
Yes,
majority of the police officers were real. You know,
well, I can't say all of them. I can't say all.
I said majority. I didn't say all.
Yeah, I can't say all.
I got some family members that's police officers.
And the main reason, see, what I believe, because I know where you're going with that as well. Even with that, because those police officers, a lot of them are ex-military. And when you're in the military, it's a totally different thing. We're taught as far as to defend and almost pretty much kill and capture.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that it's the military police officers that's killing everybody.
Well, hold on, a lot of people, and I don't have no problem with the military. I love the military. A lot of them men went in because that was the only, you know what I'm saying, that was their only way out to survive. So they didn't go in with no purpose of trying to fight for this and fight for that. Then when they get out and they, you know, they get the little badge and, you know, little nightstick, a lot of them think, bro, that don't scare nobody, but you can't sit there and just,
it's only very few that actually go in because they actually want to serve for their country and possibly even die. Because I'm going to tell you, even though I'm not a man, I'm an African American woman. And I do have white or Caucasian and all that in my blood as well. So, you know, I'm not racist or anything like that. But for me, even as military, I did go in and ready to die and fight for my country. I really did. But my reasons is not the same for everyone else's. My reason is because me growing up in Los Angeles and seeing a lot of friends die for no reason, it was like, you gonna pay me $40,000 to go to school? Shoot, I can do that. And if I die, then okay, I can leave something to my family instead of me just staying home and I get shot for no reason.
I mean, that's the right way, but still, at the same time, everybody didn't go in the military like you did.
But you know, also
everybody
when you say you want to have that,
military.
because they put that uniform on and hide behind the badge,
right.
You know, that is true to an extent, but when you put your badge on, you know, even because like you did security sometimes, you know, so it's like even when you put your badge on, when you put a uniform on, even from going to school or anything, you do feel proud. You do take it, you know, you're supposed to take that oath in that type of sense.
I did security in downtown Atlanta. Nothing in the world them folks downtown Atlanta made me want to be aggressive toward them.
Right. I'm just saying it makes you, when you put that uniform on, even if you're a doctor or a nurse, you put that uniform on, it makes you feel some type of way, which you should.
So when some of the police put that uniform on, they feel like they can just go out and beat everybody.
And that's the problem. That's where the problem lies. Because they do. It's not that they think. They truly believe in their heart that they have all the power. Yes, they do. And that's where the problem lies as well. You need training for that. You need training, you know, because a lot of people that were bullied and stuff become police officers, and then all of a sudden they super geek. not to say it like that, but you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, mall cop for real, you know, mall cop 2.0,
5.6.
You know, but I mean, we have that a lot, but you know, when it comes to that race, that police brutality, it only happens to minority. It don't happen, and that's where the problem is, and that's where we try to get, even from the Black Lives Matter, because people get it misconstrued. And hear me out for a second. People get it misconstrued because they say Black Lives Matter and then Black Lives Movement, and then they want to say Blue Lives Matter. You right. All lives do matter. We're not saying that they don't. All we saying is ours matter too. Yours always matter. That's it. No, I'm just letting them know, because yes, that right there, because it's a misconstrued, it's a misunderstanding in there. You know what I mean? Because just because I'm all for Black Lives Matter, and I'm for the Black Lives Matter movement as well, because our lives do matter. Because for too long,
Black, Indian,
for too long,
all of that.
You know, we've been told that we didn't matter. That's how we had slavery and all that, because they came in beating and doing us and making you feel like that.
And what they did when they made us feel like they didn't matter what they was doing.
Making us stronger.
They was beating the shit out of us.
But it made us stronger in our soul, though, as well. But, you know, and with that as well, that's where I believe our own hatred within our own race come from. Because, you know, at home, I say, you know, I tell you all the time, that's where that house nigga and that field nigga come in. Because now you made me hate my other brother because he in the house. I'm out here sweating. I mean, but now we look at the flip side. My thighs come out real nice. Now I'm gonna tell you, just make a joke real quick. I always said that's why black women got curves, because they was in the field picking that cotton, doing squats.
Yeah.
And what was the white woman doing? Sitting on the porch.
Yeah.
And what that do to her ass? Make it flat.
Well, I probably was in the.
Yeah, you was. You was in the house. You was in the house. You was in the house. You was in. You was. Yeah, you was in the house. I would have been in the field. That's why God knew when to have me here and when not to, because I would have been that nigga that was hung. You know what I'm saying? Her shirt would have been ripped because they was trying to rape me. Because see, that's the thing. You know, we was good enough to do your labor into you could just take it from us sexually. Let's keep it 100.
I probably would have been the one that snuck and got massive daughter pregnant.
Exactly.
That would have been me.
See, exactly. See, like I said, I would have been the one hung, tongue cut off, my feet cut off. Like,
Mary Jane, where did you get this?
Oh, you want me to cook, Massa?
Mary Jane,
like you said, here's your pie.
Yo, Mary Jane, where did you get this dark skinned baby from? I'm running out the back door.
You realize that's how I came here though, because my slave of a great grandfather was black, and my white great grandmother.
Well,
yeah.
Know how I got here?
She couldn't resist.
Know how I got here? My mom was a runner and a track star. Shout out to my dad. I love you, boy. I love you.
But you know, I mean, it does really bring up a whole lot of different things, you know, with that whole race, the police brutality and everything. Like I said, it does stem from race, and
they have to get in their communities, man. They got to really come out there, just like me coaching sports. I'd rather stay in the community where the children really need it than go out here to where
they already have it.
They already have it. You know what I'm saying? The children that really need it, they're going to appreciate it more. And if they see, well, you won't see me talking to the police because I just don't like it. But if, like me being in the area where we stay at, around these children, I'm trying to get them a better way of life. You know, show them that, yeah, I did what I did, but I went to school.
But where do you think it started? Do you think it started in the streets, at home, or in school as well?
What?
Just that behavior to do better. Because, you know, now we got it, you know, to us, we have to, our thing as black parents, we got to teach our children not only the everyday thing that that the majority has to teach their children. We have to teach them how to survive being a threat or looked at as a threat.
And that's what I'm saying, doing this.
But where does that start at? Because right now, they don't want it in school.
It's supposed to start at home. You know, home is your foundation. You got to talk to me. I talk to my children. I talk to my children. You might not talk. Well, the next person might not talk to their child. They talk to their child. But I talk to my children. I talk to them, preparing them for this kind of stuff. I got some real. Everybody know I got some real big children, but I be. Well, you see how many times I call their phone when they leave me? Because I know what's going on in the world. Just because he big, one of them got dread, they tatted up. Don't come to my children like that. But you got certain officers that see that and they coming in the car, they see that and you know they want to get more aggressive toward children. And my children just like me. They gonna get smart, which you come, what you pull me over for?
I mean, you know, but that's a thing that we have to teach our children how to behave and all that because now, you know, like you said, your children to get smart. Yeah, your children be one of the ones that, you know, and God forbid, you know, the least is just they be locked up. You know, because other than that, they be laying dead on concrete. But let it be, you know, a Becky, you know, then Bob, it's not the same. Bob. No, the Bobs is them Karens, you know, the male Karens. You know, that's, you know, I ain't got time for them either. You know, because we got too many of them as well. But we have to teach our children how to maneuver, being a threat, being looked at as a threat, being a minority, on top of the, you know, the regular stuff. Right. So of course our children come out stronger, but you know, now it is in here in Georgia, they don't even want you talking about the racial, you know, things at all. They said, you know, the critical race.
It's gonna uncover everything that I've been telling folks. You got to know exactly where you're from. Georgia is a racist ass state. Look at Stone Mountain. Look at Forsyth County. You feel what I'm saying? It's racist, and we've been.
But the whole thing now that they pass it in Cherokee County, but the whole thing with that critical race theory, they don't want. They saying that Georgia and the country is not racist. And they don't want it. They don't want it taught saying that, you know, someone don't have this privilege because of their race or because of this or, you know, or their sexuality or anything like that, being male or female, all that. But when in actuality it does. But so, I mean, so now it's like we go. To me, it's like even though we think we're going forward, we're really being pushed back because we go through, like we said, the COVID. We're thinking that we're doing a little bit better. You know, everybody get a little bit of money. Even though it's a brainwash, they be looking like it, but really in actuality, it's not. Then we come around, you know what I'm saying, and you got the Rayshard Brooks and you know, Ahmaud, and then, you know what I'm saying, and then yes, the George Floyd happened right here in front of us, right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here in Georgia, you know, we did all this marching and stuff for George Floyd, but right here in Georgia, we had a mind
didn't nobody go down there and march?
Run him down with 3 white men, and for months no one did anything. So you know, but we didn't march like that for him.
But a lot of them talk. A lot of them.
You know, but I'm just saying, but all this is happening right now, and right now here in Georgia, they don't want to even discuss it in school. Why not? That is history. Because if not, it's going to repeat itself. And you know what they want? They want it to repeat itself.
Right. And they got tired. Look at them. They let our generation learn about Harriet Tubman and all that.
They didn't teach it really. I mean, they taught little things.
Yeah, they taught little things.
Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have too many black kids or running around here talking about thinking it's a real underground railroad. I mean, because they didn't teach it the right way. They gave bits and pieces. They tell little bits because just like, you know, in my book that I wrote, I even talked about some of the inventions that black people made that were just so common for us. The alarm clock, you know why? Because Master kept coming in there and he got tired of getting his ass whooped for being late. So he said, you know what? Let me make an alarm clock to wake my ass up. Yeah. It was so many accidents, so they said, you know what? Let's make a night signal. You know what I'm saying? Common sense. Yeah. Because we always had to be put in these positions where we had to teach ourselves. We got to teach ourselves outside of the box.
But it's a generation.
They didn't have history talked about their history. It wasn't African American history. You had to take that in college.
Down here, mine was Georgia history.
You know what I'm saying? And it's what they want you to believe and how they want you to believe it. And now they got you going back to the same thing with the voting laws. They don't want you to give water. That's a crime. They cutting the hours. They making it harder to get the absentee votes. It's so many things, and if they cut the hours of the voting,
they don't want us to vote. That's all it is. They don't want blacks to vote.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If they cut the hours for voting, how can we vote? You making it harder, and then you're cutting the hours. The lines are long here in the urban areas. It's short over there in suburbia. So yeah, cut the hours. They finished by 2, but we still got lines at 9. And then they making it harder even for you to get those hours extended. Yeah. Just like every time, it's always those the computers crashing and stuff, and they get a few hours extended. Now it's gonna be harder even to do that. But why? It's like we think we're going forward, but we actually being pushed back. We think, okay, I got me a business now. I done got that stimulus. I done got my PPP. I done paid some bills off. I did all this. I ain't paid myself first yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I'm paying all this other stuff, and I'm thinking I'm getting ahead. But in actuality, I'm being pulled. And the bad thing is, we don't even see it sometimes.
Oh, you see it because it's there.
What we gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I got right.
How?
I stayed down the right way. I stayed down the right way.
Well, we're going to put it like this. When we come back from this break, I want you to tell me how you stayed down the right way. Because there's some people that need to know.
I listen to my wife. Point blank. That's what I do. I listen to my wife. I ain't going to lie to you.
Are you a man that has ever been cheated on? Is your communication lacking? Or is your relationship lacking communication? Can you get through it? Tune in to Gifts of Joy, Mondays at 7 p.m. on www.e-linetv.com.
Gifts of Joy.
Welcome back. Like we said, we promised you, we're going to find out how, in detail, you was to get right. How I got just listen to your wife.
How I got right during the pandemic. I listened to my wife.
He's smart. Especially when you got a smart wife.
Then I listened to my wife.
Especially when you got a smart wife.
That's how I made it through the pandemic.
Well, I'm going to give, since he put me on the spot and everybody know, listen to his wife.
Well, I saved a lot of money. I didn't do a lot of spending. You know, I went to school. I did have to go to school during the pandemic. And I couldn't really do a lot in the community like we always do because of the pandemic. You know, we had a lot of children. I lost a lot of children.
And they all got big too.
Yeah, they all got big.
Everybody that was staying at home, they came back. They was taller. They gained weight. Everybody grew up. Well, for me, the way that I got through the pandemic was, for one, adjusting the way that I operated. Like he said earlier, we had our business and we started doing our food truck. Well, it didn't just start during the pandemic. We started during Fame Expos.
Yeah, we really started doing Fame.
It was Snack Shack.
Yeah.
But when the pandemic happened, restaurants closed, so we adjusted our business and we made it delivery. And food.
We were really the candy lady.
Right.
That's what we really were, the candy lady.
So we adjusted our business to the times and what was going on. You know, I do taxes and credit repair, financial coaching, and we had to go virtual. We had to start offering virtual classes, virtual training, meeting people virtually. Everything had to go virtual. So
training videos for some football players virtual,
Right. Everything changed and we had to change with it. But
it was hard.
Since we have businesses, we had to actually change ahead of time in a sense.
Right.
At the drop of a dime, because if not, when you have a business, you'll get left behind and somebody else will take that business and take your idea and run with it. So we had to go ahead and adjust and adapt. and start making them deliveries with the food. You know, like I said, having virtual classes.
We were making deliveries in the coupe and BMW truck. It didn't matter. Whatever we had in that driveway that was closed. Sometimes we couldn't make it to deliver. I had to call one of my homies. Hey, Bert, you want to make a few dollars?
Yes.
That's how we stayed down.
And you know, and for me also, I started my garden. And I'm one of those, like I said, with being in the military, I think ahead. You know, I'm always trying to be prepared. You know, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Shout out to DJ Quick. With sight, but you know, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So when the pandemic hit, I started my garden. You know, I hadn't gardened a day in my life. I don't even think I kept a flower alive. You know, so. But right now, and right from then, it's like, since I had to adjust, I was doing my research, I was doing my stuff, and you would think I had a garden, I've been doing it for years.
Oh, we got
because
too much
now,
stuff going.
I got 2 greenhouses, and I give food to you know, my whole block, I give food to the family members.
We give it away.
You know, I don't sell it, you know, which I know I could, and that's another business as well. You know, but I had to, because now at that point, in my mind, okay, well, they just got us sick like this. They can drop something in the water. They can do this. You know, my mind was going to this a long time ago. So
while you was doing all that, I was getting closer to the church.
Right.
That's how.
Right, and that's it.
I took this time because when everything normal, we not at home. I'm coaching every other child. And my children, you know, they catch Lil Qued catching short, Keyshawn catching short, Montreal catch all my children, even one, Tashawn, all 16 of my children, they catch it short because I have another 100 children over here coaching and, you know, mentoring, being a big brother, not trying to not do too much with them, but just show them that it's other things to do.
When you deal with children, when you do things naturally and from the heart and genuinely, it comes off that way, and they appreciate it and they respect it. You know, so I'm very big on being there for the children. Just trying to wrap things up a little bit. You know, just staying on the children, and of course, you know, I know you had talked about that critical race theory. You like it's some BS, but
yeah.
You know, staying on children, we have to teach them facts. We have to teach them that because
you gotta show them what's really going on. Right. You gotta let them know what's really going on and show them.
It don't matter if
your mistakes and how you should have handled this, but you also gotta know. Let the children know why you did it this way.
Right.
Let them know what happened. And
those are different from how we were raised.
Yeah, because if you just sit there and tell me, well, this and this and this and this and this and this, but I see you doing it this way, tell me the way that you did it to get right and stay out of getting in trouble.
You know, we also have to realize that even like ourselves, children learn different. You know, you have visual, audio, you know, hands-on. You have all these different ways that children learn. So, you know, we just have to, it goes back to the old time, it does really take a community, you know, a village to raise a child.
It do, I don't think some of these communities, I don't want them raising mine. I ain't gonna lie. So, some communities only won't raise mine.
But that's why it takes everyone taking a stand, you know, because we say, where do we go from here? What's next? You know, we have to take a stand. We have to come together. One way or another, we have to put all that hatred and animosity and not wanting to see the next person.
And jealousy, man, jealousy.
You know, that tears us down. And all that stuff talking about, oh, well, I know I'm a messed up person. Just deal with it. You know it too. No, do something about that. If you know there's something about you, you know, do something to better yourself.
They can't. They know they can't. That's why they tell you.
But in actuality, they can't. They don't believe in themselves.
Right. They can't because of the fact.
I believe in me.
Right. So they don't believe in themselves. That I know exactly who you're talking about. That person. But I'm gonna tell you, that person that predict, they don't believe in themselves. No, they know there's no tomorrow for them.
I'm saying because, you know, like I said, I've had my uncle, rest his soul, he used to always tell his mom, well, you always said I wasn't gonna be shit, and so I'm not shit. No, you know, get yourself out of that mind frame. You can. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say I don't like talking negative.
They probably don't want to.
I mean, if you don't want to, then I can't do it.
That's why I say you can't. If you don't want to, you can't.
That's the first step is wanting to change.
You gotta want to change. You gotta want to. You gotta want to make a difference in your children, bro. Cause I know my children. I wasn't there every step of the way on all my children. Man, my children having a bad time, but look at us now. You can't come between nothing with my children. You can't come between nothing we do in the community because we doing what we building and uplifting the community.
But how are you even now, like we're saying, going forward with your children and this police brutality? You got a son that's trying to go to college. So how are you gonna? And he's trying to go to Alabama.
Wrong. My son going.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Arkansas. Another one. I mean,
well, I can't do nothing but pray that he make his own decision. I can't pressure him and tell him, well, you do this, you do that. Nah, because guess what? I didn't go to college.
I mean, because see, you're not going to be there now. Because trust me, the police brutality and racial discrimination and all that stuff.
Yeah, gang violence everywhere. But I can't do nothing but leave my child. So my son say, Dad, I ain't with it. I just want to go play football and get my, go to school. So I believe that. So all that telling him this and that, I shouldn't have to because he already told me what he want to do. I can only, if he with it, I'm with it. If he not with it, I'm not with it.
And well, I'm going to say this in closing as well. With all this that we have to teach our children, and since we do have to teach them how to become men, women, parents, all that, good citizens and all that, how you want to say it, I believe that definitely in our Black or minority homes, we have to start teaching them about finances. The power of credit, the power of you just knowing what certain finances are, the IRAs and all that,
But a lot of parents,
stock market, it's not that hard.
A lot of parents don't know nothing about it. Exactly. I feel what you're saying. A lot of parents don't know. That's why a lot of these children.
But that's why for us as a minority, I believe that we continue in that generational thing, in the sense I say generational curse, that we need to change the generational wealth because we weren't taught that. And so we're not even buying books to teach our children. They always said, if you want a nigga not to know something, put it in a book. You know what I mean? So we're not even buying books to teach our children. Just because I don't know, believe me, because I go and I got some stock books. Years before I even started looking into it, just so I can start saying, because I want to know. I want to teach my children something. I want to start building my son's credit now. You know what I'm saying? So that when he does get out, he can go and buy a house and not have to continue to pay somebody else's mortgage for years and years.
You can tell him, but the child,
yes,
the child don't want to have to do it.
As long as we as parents teach our children, that's all we can do. Then that way, when they leave, we can say, I told you so. Because as long as your parents told you, that was all that mattered. You did what you wanted to do. But even now that you're married, we sit there and we'll say things you like, well, I knew it. My mama said this. I'm like, boy, you been smart. You know what I mean? It's like, but you go off. You do your own thing, so our children are gonna do that as well.
Right. That's why I don't get mad, because I did what I did. I left. People don't understand. I didn't have to leave. I left. I wasn't being no abused. I wasn't going through none of that. I left on my own.
See, you left, but some people don't have that power or even that option. Or even don't even realize they have that option.
You do have an option. You see that door? You just turn that knob and you take them steps and keep it going and don't look back. Whatever. You keep going.
That's it. One foot in front of the other.
But if you don't have it, just stay down until you come up. That's all I can say.
True. Yeah. I do. I think we have a long way to go still.
Yeah.
But I don't think that we're, it's a long road, but it's not really hard. It's a difficult road.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible. Because part of that means that, yes, we have to stop worrying about this critical race theory and stop trying to hide the truth. We have to look at it and confront it so that we can make a change and so that we can truly grow. Because other than that, if we keep lying and hiding behind things, we're never going to grow.
But one thing about it,
we're going to continue to let history repeat itself.
One thing about it is they can't hide it. They don't have to. To me, they don't have to have it in the books at school.
As soon as they step out them doors,
it's on TV. It's on social media. That's what got everybody's attention nowadays. Anyway,
even just think about this moving forward. What do you think is going to happen next, though? If they ban it in school, then they go ban it in your workplace. Then they go ban it on TV. Then they go ban it on the radio. We're not even going to be able to talk like this on our own podcast that we pay for.
But you got me fucked. You got me fucked up.
No, you got me fucked up too.
I'm going to talk how I want to talk.
You know what I mean? But that's what you have.
Martin Luther King fought for freedom of speech, and I'm going to say what the hell I want to say at all times.
But this is what I'm saying.
Can't no law in the book tell me, well, Mr. Money, you can't. You got me fucked up, bro.
But
say what I want to say.
Once they make it law, then we go to jail for it. And you know what I mean? It's crazy.
I go to jail for saying what I want to say. Guess what? I ain't killing nobody. I'll be out.
Well, I mean, we ain't gonna go there either, because the way these laws are,
Nah, I'm just playing. Y'all can have it.
The way these laws are right now, we're either gonna go forward into true change or in growth, or we gonna sit back here and do nothing, because I'm sorry, it upsets me that my children's generations are the ones that's marching and stuff. In our own generation, half of us in our age group and all that, not even doing nothing. We'll make a social media post and that's it. But not out there actually doing something. Actually going out here signing petitions.
I'm children that's I'm just gonna be real funny real quick. They not doing too much, Marsh. Them tight ass jeans. They ain't doing too much, Marsh.
Look, we're finna go on a break on that.
No, I'm just saying, they ain't doing too much. You can't do too much when them thighs get rubbed together. No, they ain't doing none of that.
We'll be right back. Welcome back again.
What's good?
Keeping it 100 with Money and Mika.
So, I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek of what's going on next week. This topic, it's gonna touch some hard, but I'm gonna make it funny too. It's called Deadbeat Moms. And I picked that topic because it's a lot of deadbeat moms. Some deadbeat moms make deadbeat dads. You feel me? What you think about that? Yeah, I do.
Look, we ain't gonna go too much into it this week because I got a lot to say because
I do too.
I know you do. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into it too much, but I do want y'all to stay tuned for that that next week.
Hey, right now before I don't want none of my children moms. Y'all not deadbeat. Trust me. Y'all not deadbeat. None of my children mamas. None of y'all deadbeat. I don't want that phone call.
Full disclosure.
If you have a serious child, you're not a deadbeat.
Let's keep it 100 right now,
huh? I guess not. I don't know. I'm speaking on. You can have your children and be a deadbeat.
Yes, you can. So we're gonna talk about that next week.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next week.
Definitely stay tuned. But this week is the bigger picture. So we done talked about them. COVID.
We talked about the PPP loan again. Your ass is going to jail. I seen too many Lamborghini trucks and scat packs riding around. Your ass going to jail.
Hey, I mean, it's obvious we got all these new drivers because I could have sworn the speed limit on 75 was 55 miles an hour. since the past 2-3 months, all these PPPs, I could swore this is like 85 now.
I seen a Rolls.
So these ain't no normal drivers.
I seen a Rolls Royce parked at the West End Mall.
Right. I don't know. That's what we need to do, man.
What?
Tow truck. Let's become the repo.
And
let's
then we look at the bigger picture. I'm not finna let you take my shit. So what make you think? Right what make you think these folks finna let you come out here?
All you gotta do is hit up the club, the strip club, the mall, and
hit up Lennox and go to the Gucci store and then everybody standing in line.
And you gotta pick up your car people. Hint, hint. No,
you snitching. Right?
Go to them spas, them beauty bars, and them nail salons.
We ain't gotta worry about that.
No.
Pink slipped. Everything in that yard, pink slipped up.
No, I ain't playing with that. I ain't playing with them PPPs. And I ain't gonna lie, with my little stimulus, I stack my money. And yes, I pay myself first. But that's what y'all should do, pay yourself first.
Everybody who got the PPP loan, y'all can sponsor. Y'all can sponsor my football organization.
Right.
We do accept donations.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
We do that kind of stuff. So
if you want to do something good,
if you want to give back to your community, I have all the details next week. I have the cash apps, the Zelles, and everything for you. Atlanta Junior Falcons.
That's right. So yeah, sure. We done talked about. I should let you say it because every time I say it, we get into a discussion about it.
What?
The critical race theory. The critical race theory, the new laws, the voting laws, how they got us fucked up here in Georgia. Let's keep it real.
Why y'all keep just saying they got us fucked up everywhere?
Because it's starting out here. Right here in Georgia, they got the critical race theory.
Them folks say.
Right here in Georgia, they got that new voting law. They trying to change this stuff back. They don't want us free.
But y'all not gonna just keep putting my state down.
You know what?
Every other state do it.
It's not just. I'm gonna say it's your state, but look at all your governors.
Look at all my mayors.
But the mayors can only do so much.
Yeah,
they do what they can, and then they run into a roadblock. That's why we got Keisha going to court with Kemp now over some masks. Look, hold up. Let me just tell y'all real quick. Everybody that's talking about I don't want my children wearing masks at school. Keep their asses at home then. Because if you go into public and even risk yourself or them getting sick, keep your asses at home. Don't have your children come to school and now go make it seem like my child crazy because they go wear a mask. Mine go wear a mask or they not going. Period. I forgot about that one. Them damn masks.
Someone should have been wearing masks.
For real. But you know what? That's why. Because they tired of smelling their own damn breath. Brush your teeth and it won't be a problem.
Keep your mask on.
Please.
Just keep your mask on.
Please. I don't want to get sick. Because now,
I don't want to sit home with
they talk about no mask and now everybody coughing more freely. Before you were scared to cough. Now they say no mask, you ain't got to wear a mask, and everybody want to cough freely.
I know,
no,
bro.
Act scared again.
Man, you remember that day when I had to cough, and it wasn't no cough like I was sick. It was cough because some other stuff I was doing. But I was like, that lady looked at me like, lady, I fight too now.
But just don't cough on me in my vicinity though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to spray stuff down because just because they said you lifting some restrictions don't mean the stuff is gone. And they already said it just because you get vaccinated, which I'm not saying for or against it because that's your own personal thing. But all the vaccines just make you not get as sick.
I just did the shot to go to Colorado. That's all.
And what you do in Colorado?
I had fun. If you know me, you know what I did. I ain't got to tell everybody. I'm going to keep it on. Y'all know
so he got a shot.
Yeah, I got a shot.
You got some medicine to go get some more medicine. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, I had fun. Shout out to Colorado.
Yes, Inhale Resort. Yes.
Shout out to the shoe stores because they had all the shoes I wanted. Yeah.
True that.
Of course, shout out to the dispensaries.
Now that's why he went.
That's why I went. I had to go, see where the products was really coming from and wrong with,
Let me tell y'all something, just so y'all know who y'all dealing with. Yes, he is college educated, but this man, he did his final report on his dream job at the cookies dispensary.
I just kept it 100. I looked it up. They said $600,000 a day in one store. Who don't want to make $600,000 a day? So I need to get to where that $600,000 a day is. So the medicine gonna get me there the legit way. Guess what?
And I help you start that business the legit way.
We gonna keep it all in the family. Keep it one.
Look,
no outside.
We got all these for no reasons.
We gonna next you gonna see say no more dispensaries. Trust me. I promise to tell you that.
Speaking it to existence.
That what they do all the time. I got to. It's Mr. Say No More Exotics. It's coming.
I ain't mad there. Shoot. If you believe, you shall receive. So y'all keep on believing, pushing forward, because the sky is truly the limit. You know, just don't let all this that's going on distract you. You know, we have to do better. We know better now, so we have to do better. We have no excuse. We know all the sayings that's been put out there for years to hold us back. Are you gonna sit there and let that hold you back, or are you gonna sit there and let that determine your change and why you change, and the urgency of that change? Because it wasn't that long ago that Martin Luther King was marching. It wasn't.
Yeah. But
look what they did to him. They fear the truth. And when I say they, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the majority.
Stone Mountain, KKK. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They fear the truth. And that's why they hate you. That's why they hate us. Because they fear what they don't know. That's why they came and tried to tear us down so strong and, you know, and so hard. Because how else, when you want to get your child in line, what do? Whoop their ass.
And who gonna stop me?
But then now, you know, they don't even want you to whoop your child. So, you know why?
But they been out here beating my
they can get our child in jail and
please.
Take everything from them. So we have to learn somewhere. You know, when we gonna learn? What is it gonna take? Because I'm sorry, it didn't take a George Floyd. Because they lucky as hell that I wasn't sitting right there. Because I would have been arrested too. I sure would have. And if you don't realize, black people, them charges would have been dropped.
Yeah.
But all them people that stood around, I get it. You really couldn't do nothing.
Don't be sleep.
But I'm sorry.
Still could.
I mean, I know I can say what I would do because I wasn't there. But I be damned.
Still could be dropped because of the fact.
No, I'm talking about the charges. If any one of them people that stood there and recorded, if any one of them would have just pushed them off. I know he got a gun. You know what I mean? But you're seeing this man being murdered, and all we can do is stand by and watch and record. We got to do more than that.
We do, but you can only say that because
I wasn't there.
Your ass was in the military, so you seen a lot of niggas. So this you pushing niggas. You used to doing that.
Yeah.
Everybody not like that.
But we all have to, because I didn't get that from the military. I had that in me before. You know, it was just the military gave me other training to learn how to use that. And, you know, but I had it in me before. That's why God ain't have me here. I told you, I would have been hanging from a tree with my tongue cut out and feet off. That wasn't me. Because I'm not taking it. I'm going to voice my opinion.
They would have beat me at birth.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like I said, here's your pasta. You know, it wouldn't have, you know, it wouldn't have been none of that.
Them folks would have said, Mr. Frank, we just gonna beat him right now. That's what they gonna tell. We just gonna take him on out now. We know he gonna be a nuisance.
See, you know, I just have real strong beliefs with that. You know, just like I said before. So if you missed anything, please make sure you tune in next week, and we will have it up online so that you can, you know, see it again and the transcripts as well.
Remember, next week's topic is deadbeat mamas. I might have a special guest.
But, you know, I just want everybody to realize that where we are today with the Black Lives Matter and the movement, you know, with the racial discrimination and the, you know, the critical race theory and these voting laws,
you keep
all
sliding
this
that
stuff, you darn right. Because when you're dealing with my children, I die by mine. And when you talking about what you teaching them in school and what you not gonna teach them, I will keep mine at home real quick. Cause if you go teach them your history, teach them mine too.
What you gonna do? You'll keep them at home?
Yeah.
Again, add that touch. The serious homeschooling. We are about education with the children. We're gonna have all kinds of lists.
I'm telling you.
We gonna need a bigger cup.
Yeah. But you have to, you have to sit there and take accountability for your own actions. Right. And us as a country, we have to do that. We as minority, we have to get out that mind frame of hating the next man for something that we don't even know. Just looking at them and damn, you look fly and I'm mad because I ain't got them same things, so I'm gonna hate on you. No, congratulate this motherfucker. Maybe he can put you on, and you'll have something better. Don't talk about what you doing.
Catch me at the right time. Catch me at the right time. I'm just gonna give it to you. I don't like all that. Because I feel like if somebody just keep on dwelling, man, just give it to them before they try to take you out of something in their head. You feel what I'm saying?
That's where them haters come in. We sit there and we come down and hurt each other and talk bad about each other to try to lift ourselves up.
If I ain't right now on the podcast, get what? I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
Hey, it is what it is. But look, next week it's gonna be a lot of people mad because we talking
again.
Not
my children, moms. I don't want
no phone calls.
No phone calls, no call. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just stating fact.
And it's just because you got your children don't mean that you not no deadbeat mama either. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Daddies ain't the only ones, but these deadbeat moms is on the rise, y'all.
Yeah, they been here. They just been talking about us. Shit, they just been talking about the fathers. They been here.
Yeah. So the bigger picture.
We love y'all. Thanks for watching.
See you next week.